Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show. So I was trying to find some episodes of Money Court with Kevin O'Leary on YouTube, and I think I may have just come across something way better titled Tinder Date Dashed with the Cash by The People's Court. So since that sounds way more interesting, I'm just gonna react to it and give you my take as someone who loves to criticize all things personal finance on the internet. So with that said, guys, make sure to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's begin.
This is the plaintiff, Taya Stryker. She says she met the defendant online and they knew each other for about 3 weeks when he stole her life savings.
What is up with this narration voice?
I've never heard about something like this, and he stole our money.
Is this supposed to be real? Or is this supposed to be like a Halloween episode? Like this is the spooky episode where somebody dashed with the cash.
She left him alone in her house to grab some food, and when she returned, he was gone. And so was her $2,700 in cash.
$2,000? He's like, wait a second. I'm thinking, okay, the Tinder date just sold like 30 or 40 bucks. $2,000? How does that even happen? Does he have numbers to her bank account? Is this like him stealing crypto or something like that? Gosh.
He forked over $1,300 of her money. She still owed $1,400 and is suing for just that today.
They definitely have to find a new narrator. It's funny though.
This is the defendant, Eric Mitchell. He says he met the plaintiff on Tinder, and when he explained his financial situation to her, she helped him out and gave him $1,800.
Oh, that's problem number one. He gave her a pity party and she gave him $1,000. Really? You ever expect to get that back? No. My personal philosophy, listen, if you loan somebody money, just consider it gone. Don't ever expect to get it back. Strike number one against her.
Later that day, the plaintiff had second thoughts about giving him the money and called the cops on him, claiming he stole the money. This woman's a liar. He stole nothing from her and owes nothing.
Oh, man. Gosh, that's why they just got to get this in writing. And then you don't have this back and forth.
All right. Tara Stryker?
Taya Stryker.
Wow, look at this. Is that her mom or her sister? They're the same person. If they both had the same hair color, I would think twins.
And who's the person with you?
My mother.
All right.
Yeah, wow, they look similar. Sometimes you can never tell if like people are related. No, in this case, very obviously the apple did not fall far from the tree.
How old are you?
20.
And she's old enough to know better. Let's say that.
How'd you meet him?
Tinder.
Met him on Tinder, and then you were dating him for...
Look at his smile. He's like, yeah, I got game.
Did you actually go out to restaurants and movies and dates, or just basically?
No, kind of just hung out at home, just
Okay.
did our own thing.
We weren't dating. We were hanging out at home for 2 weeks. You could infer what's going on there.
And so one fine day
Look at his smile. Again, he's just thinking the whole thing is a joke.
in September 29 of 2019, what
Okay,
happened?
so I told him that I want to go out and get food, and he told me that he wanted to just hang back and nap. Didn't sound like it was any type of off to me at the time and everything, so...
I want to get food. No, I just want to hang back and nap. Oh, to have the free time like that. Listen, it always blows my mind when people have nothing to do when they're bored. Did you realize that being bored is a luxury? That's a luxury. Not many people get to be bored like that.
Went on to go get food by myself, left him in my room, and beforehand he had seen where I kept my cash and everything like that, because I had just kept thousands of dollars that I had worked for and everything like that since I was 16 years old.
Okay.
Stupid to trust a guy that you've known for 2 weeks on Tinder, who knows where your cash is, to just leave him alone. I don't care who you are. It's a bad idea.
That's like really ridiculous.
I know.
You know, you're out on
No.
your own and you can't
I'm aware.
put your right
definitely.
foot in front of your left foot and,
Yeah.
you know, do some math and figure out that that's not the best idea.
That day as well, I had taken money out of the bank and was putting it where I
In front of him.
kept him, yeah.
Stupid. Again, it's like I almost just want her to learn a lesson. I don't even need to hear his side of the story. This is stupid. It's just don't do it again. The slap on the wrist. Stop it.
You leave and what happens?
I leave, I come back, he's gone, money's gone.
How
where
much
I
money
kept
was
it.
gone?
Yeah, obviously he didn't want to take a nap. Gosh, after seeing that, he woke right up. If anything, he wanted to go exercising and run far, far away with her money.
It was exactly $2,700.
How do you know?
Because we had counted it earlier that day,
Well, who's we?
me and him.
Why'd you count it with him?
Because I wanted to see how much money I'd had and I didn't want to
So
do it by
it's worse than
myself.
that.
does she not know how to add up how much money she has? Does she really need to, first of all, count $2,700? Do you really need another person that you've known for 2 weeks to help you count that money? What's the point of that? Could you not wait for him to go home? Why do you need to count it? Why?
You literally put a bunch of arrows on the money and said, here, let's count my money. Let's count my money.
I'm aware of how bad it looks and everything like that, but I just didn't expect the worst.
This is why banks have security. It's why armored trucks exist. It's why we have passwords when we log in our stuff online. So just assume that someone is going to steal something and it's up to you to protect it. Again, I feel like strike number 2 against her.
Did you take her money?
I'm not gonna lie, like we were talking about the whole like money situation and like, you know, like I need to pay child support and like my fines and stuff.
He's laughing. He's laughing the entire time, and then he's coming up with a sob story about this. It's like, okay, what does she expect? She pulls money in front of a guy who they just met, and then he pulls a sob story on her about how he can't pay child support. What does she expect?
I still have like this credit card fraud charge, so like I'm going through that still. And
Well, you're
like,
not going through that. You owe that. Nobody's doing something terrible to you.
Yeah, for a second he made it sound like he's the victim. Like, oh yeah, got this credit card, they put it in front of me and it was just, they made me want to spend the money and buy all this cool stuff and I had such a good time. But like, then when the bill came due, it's like, they made it seem like I could afford it, but I really couldn't. And so like, now I'm like, for fraud and I maybe took some stuff that shouldn't have been, but it was so tempting. Like, come on, he spent money he shouldn't have, and he's dealing with the repercussions of his actions.
How much is the total?
the total is probably like around like 3,000, 4,000.
I want to know what you spent it on. Don't you? Why can't she say, hey, where'd it go? Was it fun? What did you buy with it? I want to now see what he spent the money on.
Who did you defraud for the 3,000 and 4,000? Girl you met on Tinder?
No,
Who's the victim in that case?
I don't even know. I just found a card on the floor and used it.
Oh, gosh. It keeps getting worse. Found a card on the floor and used it. So, I don't even know what to say on that. Was it worth it?
She went to work. You know, she left me in the house, and like I told her, I was gonna use the money.
So, okay, so she's going to work. Well, this guy is napping all day. Does she not see, like, could this lady not see that these are all bad decisions? How do you ever get to the point where you're just like, this is a good idea. Let's do this.
And I left the house.
Wait, you told her?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
It's not like I told her, like, oh,
Well, that's what
you're
you
gonna
just said. What did you mean to say?
I'm sorry. It's just like I was telling her about like my situation.
And
you know, like we were connecting and stuff like.
I love how he's like, yeah, I told her that, like, hey, I'm going to use this money. I just told her that, and then I left.
Yeah, after
Did you
her
leave
knowledge-
anything, or you just took it all?
I didn't take it all. Whatever I took, I gave to the police.
What? What? You took the money and you gave it to the police? No, you didn't.
How much did you take?
I guess it was like 1,800.
How do you guess? You didn't count it?
I didn't count it. I literally took
So you
it
just
and went.
grabbed everything.
Man, so he's sitting there counting the money with her, but when he takes the money, he's not counting it. Ah, I see.
Why'd you leave her house?
Because I had to go do stuff. Like I had to leave.
So he had to nap all day, didn't feel like doing much, but then as soon as he gets money, he has to leave.
Do you try to reach him before you call the police?
Yes.
Do you have texts?
I have text, yes.
May I see that your phone and the text from hand it to my bailiff? It just starts with XO. Please don't do this to me, giving you one more chance.
No. Don't tell me that she wants to give this guy another chance. So he's convicted on fraud, okay? He owes child support. He naps all day. He steals her money, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you another chance. Just you. I have a good feeling about this. Just dumb.
He just kept saying that he would be back with it, that he was coming back, just everything that the text messages say, that he was gonna come back even later with it.
I'm in
late at
southbound
night.
at Brandon, and you say, where the is all my money? And he says, Taya, please, I have to pay a fine for gun charge, or was going to go to jail for a long time. Please, Taya, I will give it all back. I promise. I swear on everything I love. I wouldn't do you like that. I want to make babies with you, babes.
What? Oh, man. So for... Again, bad. The guy owes child support, and he wants to make more babies with her. Does he want to make the babies or have the babies? You know what? It doesn't even matter.
Please, babes, I honestly do love you a lot. Where are you?
He's laughing because he knows it's just BS. Look at the mom. I can't believe her mom is listening to this and just being like, even me, it's hard to listen to, you know?
You need to call me right now. You got me going on a wild goose chase for you, almost killing myself trying to find you. Taya, please, baby, please, I really love you. Please. Has that worked on someone else? Has that ever worked on anyone?
Obviously it has, because it seems like this is repeated behavior.
You just took everything I ever worked for, even after I told you how it happened before. Oh, this isn't your first time?
And this is the second time. How did they, again, at some point she's just got to learn the lesson the hard way. Like if something happens, you learn from it, you're like, oh, I'm not going to do that again.
Well, then that situation, he wanted to borrow some money and stuff like that I had handed to him.
That
Not
other
handed to
boyfriend.
him, yeah.
You had handed him the money.
Yeah.
And did that boyfriend pay you back?
No.
And how much money was that?
$500.
Okay.
She has a history of this. Poor girl. You know what? I think this is? I'm going to be honest. This real talk here. I think this is sounds like a self-esteem issue, and she does not have healthy boundaries to say no, and she gets sucked into these stories that people tell her. She feels bad. She doesn't have maybe the courage to say no, and so she hands people these money because she wants to help, and maybe she doesn't believe she could get any better, and she's like, all right, let me give the $500. That's sad, but you know what? At least hopefully she'll learn. Hopefully.
All I need to do is talk to you right now. I can't believe you did this to me. To which you respond, I'm in the car and the music is blasting. I'm not lying at all, Taya.
I'm in the car and the music is blasting. Can't talk. So you turn down the radio. Even if I get a call, I'm in the car. Music is blasting. I'm playing Slipknot. I'm having a great time. A call comes in. The music stops. Like I could answer the call. So this argument here doesn't work.
Where do you see the way I look at you? Like I really interested a lot in you.
I really interested a lot.
How impressed are you with yourself?
How does she hear this and just like get butterflies? How does that translate into anything romantic? It's beyond me.
I need you to come back with my money. I need it back. I cannot help you like this. You didn't even tell me about your gun charge, and you used me to help fix it? Oh, gun charge? Oh, tell me about the gun charge.
That was just a thing that I just said to her. Like I just said it to her.
Oh, you don't really have a gun charge?
No.
So he's lying now about having a gun. Why would you lie about having a gun charge? If anything, you would lie about not having a gun charge. The gun charge just makes it, that's not something you lie about.
Let's see the police report. Did the police go to his house?
Not that night, no, because it was like 12 o'clock and I had a police officer who didn't really, kind of just nodded me off, really. I talked to the head of detectives the next day.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. It's going to cost more in resources to get her $1,700 back. I mean, that's the reality of it. File a police report, bare minimum, and small claims court after that. But really, it's just a lesson.
I never even told her I stole your money. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't need to say you stole your money. You need to be caught at stealing her money.
I never said I stole it. I just stole it. I lied to the police, but I never said I stole it. See? There you go.
She already knew what I was going to use it for. And then when she finally realized, like, her mom was going to start tweaking, that's when she was like, I'm sorry, like, that's my lingo. But, like,
Her mom was going to start tweaking. That's his lingo. Oh,
I can see that she's freaking out the minute she came home and saw what you did. And she's begging you to find it within your heart to not be a jerk. And you're saying ridiculous things to her like, I want to make babies with you. Like, that's going to brush her off.
See, imagine if he steals $2,700. She gets upset. He's like, you know what? I want to make babies with you. And she's like, all right, never mind then. Oh, that $2,700. Oh, that you could have it. You could have it. Just come over.
At 3:51, you text him, hey, with a little Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
And he says, hey, babes, can we meet up between 2:30 and 5 tomorrow so I can not get fired from work? LOL. What do you mean by that?
I wanted to meet up with him. Anything after that was just trying to,
Did you go over there?
I think I did, yeah.
What'd you do?
I was trying to talk to him.
And do what? Get back together?
No, I was trying to talk to him about the money.
we had sex.
Oh man, he is so proud of himself. But you know what? Maybe they did that because she thought that if they could get that connection back, he'll pay her back. The whole situation, this guy, he's on another level.
How long after that did you continue to have a relationship?
Oh, she didn't counter that. She didn't.
I think that you need to look deep within your soul and figure out why you don't like you, why you don't think you're worth more, why you don't think you are worthy of loyalty and a good person who isn't snowing you.
That's the real issue. That's what I said earlier. I could be her. I want a TV show like this one day. I want a money court. Except we'll call it something different because Kevin O'Leary does that. I think that's the core of the issue. I think it just comes down to self-esteem. She doesn't feel worth any more than that guy, unfortunately. And we don't know why exactly, but that's what she should really be working on.
And you've got to fix you because you're too young to have no confidence, too young and too pretty to have no confidence like this.
Can I say something?
No.
I wanted to hear what he said, though. Seriously. Just let him talk. Let him talk.
You also introduced into evidence some pictures. Where did these come from? Who's that?
That's him in my bedroom with the money that he was playing with like a toy.
Oh, man. So he's posting this. Why would he be stealing money and then posting it online? Listen, I'm not telling people how to steal money, but just don't post it online, right?
Where did this money come from?
My friend in the back.
What are you doing?
I just flex. That's it.
Can I?
Just wants to flex. Oh, man.
I find that you are a liar and a thief, and I am ordering you to pay her back $1,400. I got to tell you, it kills me because what I would like to do is fine you $1,400 for stupidity.
You know what? Both of them should do this. Here's what I would do, okay? He has to pay $1,400 to her, and then she has to donate $1,400 to some sort of charity out there because she's stupid. She needs to learn a lesson, and he needs to pay her back.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Verdict for the plaintiff.
I have to say, this is probably the most exciting video that I've watched in quite some time. Lived up to all of my expectations, and from here on out, I'm obsessed. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. I post it pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there, as on the podcast, The Iced Coffee Hour. That said, until next time.